Hi all and welcome to another resource guide for Palia. Today we are looking at ways to get silk. Silk is the next type of textile you can craft with your fabric loom, and in order to make silk you need silk thread. While you can grow cotton in your garden and make fabric, silk thread can only be acquired by hunting insects. At least for now. Maybe they'll add something like a silkworm farm in the future, but we haven't seen one yet. By the way, the recipe for silk can be purchased from Tish as soon as you hit level 6 in furniture making. And for the lazy ones who hate insect catching, you can also buy silk from the furniture store for 145 gold each. Now you have for sure caught some insects already, but might never have gotten any silk thread. That's because silk thread is only dropped when catching some very specific rare insects. And for reference, when you catch the right insects, you can expect anything from a handful to more than 10 silk threads to drop if you're lucky. Let's take a look at the insects that we can confirm drop silk thread in Kilima, starting with the ones we found the most frequently. The Princess Ladybug, a pink bug that can only be found by the water or fairly close to the shore. While it's still a pretty rare bug, we usually found some when running up and down the shoreline for a bit. Another insect we encountered relatively often in Kilima is the Firebreathing Dragonfly. It's also a rare insect and can be found all over mirror fields and around the Mirror Pond ruins. Now to some we personally found less frequently. Let's start with a spotted Mantis. You can recognize it by its blue color and dark spots. Its location is very limited as it can only be found throughout Magi's Hollow. Then there's the Gossamer whale moth. It took us a while to find this one, but we finally confirmed its existence. It's bigger than the regular moth and of blue color. We found it throughout the meadows between Kilima village and Chapa crossing, in the area a little bit further south, as well as in the fields just next to Gillifin Cove in the west. And the so far rarest insect in our experience that drops silk thread is the golden glory bee. This bee has a chance to appear when you chop medium to large trees throughout Kilima. The chance for the bee to appear seems quite small. For example, one of us has never seen it, while the other one encountered it a few times. By the way, we caught all these rare insects by using regular makeshift smoke bombs, and usually we got them after throwing 3 to 5 bombs most of the time, though some required a few more. Make sure to be fast if you spot one of them, as they escape quickly and disappear if you don't catch them fast enough. Now, let's move on to Bahari Bay and all the insects that we can confirm to drop silk thread there. The insect we encountered the most frequently is the Azure Stonehopper. You can find it at any time throughout the fields in the southwest of the map. Another one which we found relatively often is the Scintillating Centipede. It has a chance to appear from any node you mine in Bahari. While very restricted location-wise and limited by the time of day, the vampire crab seems to spawn quite frequently if you scout the area within the flooded fortress during the evening and night. One we found crawling through the fields and woods in the north of Bahari is the hairy Millipede. Look out for a dark wiggly worm and catch it if you can. Now to the ones we found a lot harder to find. The Brighteye Butterfly is a pretty rare to find insect, and you'll recognize it by the bright yellow dot on its wings. It can be found throughout the north of Bahari Bay, The ancient amber beetle is an epic bug that has a small chance to appear throughout the north of Bahari Bay, wandering around on its own. It also has a small chance to spawn when chopping down medium to large trees anywhere in Bahari. So far we have mainly found it when chopping down trees. The epic fairy mantis is a really rare encounter in the southwest of Bahari Bay. It looks almost iridescent and can yield a good amount of silk thread. Another epic insect is the Jewelwing Dragonfly. It roams yet another very limited area, the cliffs atop the Pavel mines in the center west of Bahari Bay. And finally, the rainbow-tipped butterfly seems to be one of the rarest insects you can find in the southwest of Bahari Bay. It's a brighter butterfly with rainbow-colored wingtips, as you can see. And we have found it intermingled with other common butterflies. Count yourself lucky if you find and catch one. And there you have it. At least these are all the insects we could confirm to drop silk thread. If you found others or have a cool tip in relation to getting silk, please let us know in the comments. We wish you all the best on your bug hunt, and don't forget to check out our channel for more Palia tips and guides. And if you like our content, we appreciate a thumbs up and of course feel free to subscribe.